is some new shit that I have never read before. And I'm going to give just like a little general trigger warning. But hey, we family, so let's go. Let's talk about this. And so, you know how family can be. And even within that, I've heard the whispers, heard the rumors. Yeah, she this, she's that. So I figured I'd write about it. Okay. So apparently, I and another cousin of mine are the white bougie ones of the family. Which honestly, I don't even know what the fuck that means because I was in the hood and like ratchet shit too, right there with them. Though I had learned a little. I mean, I went to school and graduated with a degree, but never did I think that made me bougie. My apologies for having a desire to leave or being afforded opportunities that some wouldn't believe or having parents that really instilled some great things in me aside from what God naturally provided. I never did I think I was bougie. I mean, school was a way for me to escape my reality, to start living and experiencing being free, being me, experience more from life than the heartache, heartbreak, and pain I've seen. A witness to the silent screams coming from the fake facades of happy beings, women. Trapped in lies and heartbreaks, inner screams and dead dreams, giving so much of themselves with no relief. Making changes to themselves only to keep being unseen by the one who gave them the ring. And he's out here doing what he wants to. He sees what he wants to. Out here flirting, moving and shaking. Too busy trying to get to the next thing. And chasing things, that wasn't me, so I had to go. But never did I think that that made me bougie. Then when I was in high school, my parents separated, getting divorced. You know, the scenes and emotional window panes I looked through opened my eyes to things changed, exposed. Looking at women who, in my eyes, compromised themselves just to say they stuck through, was strong, and didn't move on when they knew. But to hide the pain or the shame, they stayed in a fantasy. And I knew that that wasn't the type of life I wanted for me. And from what I'd seen already by age 16, I was ready. Only one more year to go. Countdown is on, but little do they know I'm going. Deuces. Yeah, I'm following the plan. School expected. School is the surface reason. But deep inside, I know it's my season to bloom, blossom, morph into something, leave behind and bury the young girl turned sexual assault victim. Maybe I was running from it then. But I see I'm better now. I am survivor. I mean, that was after a few mental replays with some tears here and there, and a couple self-talks. How it's not my fault, and some wishes and prayers mixed in with a few fuck it's here and there. And then just like that, I felt over it. Buried it deep within, like it never happened. At least that's what I thought. Rather, they be lasting scars forever. So my apologies for me leaving, and if that's what made me bougie. Rather, I was trying to escape and survive for me. So next chapter, school. And it came with its ups and downs. It was the best decision I had made, hands down. I'm living life crazy in the A. And for a young girl, yeah, that's the place to be. And here I see I'm in year 3, and he want to marry me. Settle down. Housewife bound. He said, no, baby, you ain't got to work if you with me. So, yeah, I finished my degree and got married 6 months later. I mean, I'm trying to see what that felt like, because I caught glimpses from my out-of-state aunt, but understand, I never really knew what that looked like because where I'm from, the women are the ones who run around in circles and circles and circles getting everything done. So little pedestal placement did I see, yet those are the stories that they tell us young girls, a fantasy life. Well, it's not like it couldn't happen to us, right? I mean, it don't happen to us, our folk, black women, the hardest workers, the ones who keep going and going and going when the night goes to sleep. The one who stands firm and strong behind her man. So I trusted him in the vision. Young and in love, we navigated through the seas as best we could. Waters choppy or smooth sailing, didn't matter, still all ours. Yet 5 years later, turned sour. Ego and pride turned to anger. Hot-headed, no angel. I had no idea what I was in store for. Suddenly awakened by a person I knew, but this look I'd never seen before. Noticeable damage I'm trying to avoid. Finally able to rise from the floor, I wiped the tears from my eyes and the spit off my body. Irreconcilable differences, I just had to let it be. I sucked it up and buried it deep, sparing me the victim pity party. I didn't want no awes and shoulder cries, just needed time to heal, time to forgive. So apologies if that's what you think made me bougie. And then after 15 years, I came back to Philly. Yeah, she still had her grips on me. Though things be rocky, I agree. Reset. I come back to help my grandmother. You know who I love, but you know how old people be. I low-key feel like she bamboozled me unknowingly. In the year 2014, that could have been my last if it had been willed different. Memorial Day weekend, downtown, I'm sitting in the car eating a piece of chicken. When all of a sudden, out the corner of my eye, I see a shadow, gun raised to my temple, and through the cracked window, unaware fully, I turn slowly into the front at my forehead. My man said, "Run all that shit, bitch." And yeah, this at the time when they still was shooting women after they robbed them. Yet I was blessed to see another day, only to lose my dude a month later. Lost my mind, lost track of time. I was lost, heartbroken, full of guilt and survivor's remorse. How can I make it with a gun to my head and you die laying in bed waiting for me? I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. I've said repeatedly, face swollen and pillow from the nonstop tears coming down. So excuse me for not knowing that all the shit that I went through made me bougie to you. But nah, you don't know me. Not the real me. You don't know the one who stood before those who couldn't defend themselves while they hid behind walls of fear and judgment. I covered them in their moments of weakness. And now I'm no longer in a space where I need to question me, no longer in a space where I give a damn nor a fuck, really, what others think or have to say. I have nothing to prove, not to any person, and definitely not to you. I paid my dues, been through and true, and still stand 10 toes deep on whatever I guess you say that made me fucking bougie. Paul.